Avoid bad influences. I have seen many students getting influenced in the wrong way by their seniors and classmates. In most of the cases, the junior students are influenced in the wrong way by the senior students who have failed. Generally, failure converts a student to a negative-minded person. Continuous failure makes one permanently diffident and it becomes a permanent trait. I have often seen students not preparing for a particular subject. When asked, they explain, "The subject is tough. We will take care of it afterwards." It is nothing but procrastination. Without facing any subject, one can't get rid of it. If you refuse to face it today, it prevents you from being successful in the examination. If a rabbit closes its eyes on coming face to face with a tiger, will it be spared? This habit of procrastination is because of the pessimistic attitude of the senior students, and they pass it on to the juniors. Bad habits percolate from one generation to the next generation. Every students require very strong mind to refrain from taking an easy way out. Nobody can defeat one unless he permits it. College students are barely out of their teens. They are full of energy, which needs to be diverted in a positive direction with positive thought. Rarely does one talk of self-knowledge. Self-knowledge is the best knowledge. The students learn one more thing after stepping into college. That is dishonesty. I have seen very honest students resorting to dishonest means after entering the college, because of the influence of bad students. A good student takes a very little time to be bad, but a comparatively bad student remains only that bad. The degree of badness doesn't increase with time because his inbuilt bad habits act as a vaccine. A student should never be dishonest. It is better to be defeated with self-respect than to be successful through dishonesty. Losing with self-respect indicates lack of preparation, but winning by illegal means indicates lack of ethics. Make sure that you are honest to yourself. You are the only person who knows the best about you. None can judge you better than yourself. Choose the right profession. It is one of the most difficult tasks in a student's life. There are many people who are in wrong professions. Either they made a wrong decision, or there was tough competition. It requires deep introspection and counseling from right people to choose the right profession. If a person is able to select his right profession, he can be very successful even with comparatively less effort. Often we say that success is the result of labor and effort. Always it may not be true. No man is equally skilled in all the professions. Every person is perfect for one unique profession. Two stages are very important in a student's life. The first one is the phase between his school and junior college, and the second and the most important phase is the period between the junior college and college life. A student must know what he wants to be. He must strive for that only. A boy who has allergy to mathematics and drawing can't be a successful engineer. Initial indications are always there, but we overlook or ignore them. If any student neglects these indications and goes for a wrong profession, he is found bound to fail. In this regard, I would request the parents and seniors members of the family not to impose any vocation on a student against his will. They must allow the child to think freely and take the decision on his own. One example will make it clear. A boy whose favorite subject is chemistry is bound to be more successful as a chemical engineer. But in our society, people confuse the young minds, and always they force the young minds to go for the stream which offers more money. In the last few years there was a craze for IT, information technology. It was observed that students with no interest in IT took it up as their career because of the pressure from their family members. They may earn fat pay packets, but their money will corrode their soul. One should not read merely to pass an examination. One should not read only to get a job. If earning money is the only mission in life, why go for education at all? There are many short and easy routes to success. The juncture between the junior college and college days can be compared to the meandering of a river. This meandering is the most important turn in a student's career. A student must study the subject to which he can relate the most. A wrong profession can be compared to hot water. It may satisfy one's need but can't fulfill his thirst. The guardians, the well-wishers and other family members must be aware on the student's psychology. They must have a probing glimpse into the student's mind. Only proper counseling can help a student in choosing the right profession. If a student gets the right vocation, then only he will succeed in life. Whenever a student gets his choicest stream of study, there will be a total unfurling of his creative energy. We should observe the nature and learn a lot from it. If we really think about a particular issue, many doubts will disappear and we will be able to arrive at a proper conclusion. Gradually our dilemmas will dwindle and we will start to make good decisions. Education is the pivot on which the career of a student is mounted. It controls his future. Education is light. Education is understanding. Education is awareness. Education is authenticity. J. Krishnamurti. Don't allow anybody to discourage you. It is essential to be strong mentally. We must not allow anybody to discourage us. Most of the people around us are negative-minded, skeptical and cynical. Rarely do we find people with a positive mindset. The people with cynical attitude try to inject negativity in the minds of the young generation. An old mind is like an impenetrable rock, but a young mind is just like a lump of soft clay. We should be extremely careful so that no one can inscribe any wrong message on these fresh young minds. We must not allow depression to grasp them. A very simple examples will make this point clear. A black dot is marked on a white sheet. A negative-minded person can only see the black dot, but a man with a positive frame of mind is able to see a white background. There lies the difference. We should generate positive energy in the atmosphere by looking at the brighter side of every happening. The atmosphere around us is very negative. We see the weeds of doubt, distrust, jealousy and uncertainty around us. It is very difficult to get rid of these weeds. But cleansing them from time to time is possible. If we do that much, a positive and fresh young mind will not be eclipsed by the shadow of negative outlook.